and welcome to another episode of Pivy Does It All. Today, I'm going to be doing my makeup with a brand new palette that I have, which I haven't ordered any new makeup for a very long time, like especially since I've come out. And I also wanted to talk about some things, and I'm in like a very emotional place right now. So I wanted to talk about that. So we'll talk about that. We'll do all of those things in reverse order. Welcome in. So today I want to talk about why I'm feeling emotional. And so if you know me at all, you know that I love Schitt's Creek. I love the show Schitt's Creek. It's such a good show. I've watched it 1,000 times. It always gets right into my soul. Um, I love Dan Levy. I want to be Dan Levy. I want to be with Dan Levy. I want just Dan Levy all over my face. So that is kind of what spurred this like emotional moment that I'm having right now. Because we just got to the episode. If you know Schitt's Creek, you know the character Patrick. If you don't know Schitt's Creek, there's a character Patrick. And Patrick just came out to his family. And it really, I don't know if it hit me extra hard this time, if it always hits me this hard. Probably always hits me this hard. I've also been consuming beverages. What are you gonna do? But I was thinking about how scary coming out is, like fundamentally. And regardless of what you're coming out into, you are, first of all, step one, the closet is made for nobody. It is not made to be stayed in. It is not made to be lived in. It is a closet. Its function is not living. And so that kind of, I always reference double Dutch when I talk about coming out or talking about difficult information, because you just try to wait for the right moment, and you're just like wait, you just kind of are waiting for like a spot. You're like, yep, no. Hey, no, Kathy. Hey, Kathy, how are you? I'm just talking about kind of the coming out experience and how, it's easy to feel very far removed from it, but really not that far removed from it. And I, I think it hits more personal because this is maybe the first time, yeah, it's probably like the second or third time, honestly, that I've watched this show that I've come out, and it's I'm listening before going to bed. Oh, thank you so much for listening. I think that coming out is such a scary experience for so many people, including myself. And even if you know with 99% of every fiber in your being that someone's going to be there for you on the other side of you coming out, for you, supporting you, wishing you the best, being an ally, even if you know that, it's still such a scary experience, because that 1% of you is like, what if they don't? What if they don't support me? What if they don't love me anymore? What if they don't? And it gets me very emotional, because there are people out there who have lived lives that very different than mine and have not received the same level of acceptance that I have. And it's just so sad about for me, because I really, I would love to live in a world where like being gay, being trans, being whatever, being different isn't a remarkable feat. It's just another factor. It's just like, this person has blue eyes, this person has green eyes, this person's gay, this person's like, I would love to live in a world like that. But like, unfortunately, that's not the world we live in for so many people. And so it always gets me really emotional, because like, even though, and in this character, we see the side of the parents and we see the side of the person coming out. And we know that the parents are cool. The person coming out is like so scared. What if they don't react like I want them to, or I expect them to? What if I don't? What if they don't respond like this? And I I relate to it so much. I understand that so much. I remember coming out to my parents the first time, and coming out to my dad and being so scared. I had no idea what to expect. And coming out to my parents the second time, luckily I was an adult and was independent and could live the life that I wanted without their judgment, if that's what it came to, and thankfully that's not what it came to, and that's cool. So yes, I am very fortunate to have experienced the life that I've lived, but it just like, it hurts my heart. Like, it legitimately hurts my heart to think that there are people out there who don't get that same loving reception. Yeah. So that's my emotional moment of the day. And I'm sorry you guys had to deal with that. But we can do some makeup on this face and make it a little less drab. So I got so if you know me at all, you probably know that I'm a big fan of the brand ColourPop, which is a makeup company that does a bunch of really, really awesome eyeshadows and just different products, different makeup products. And I saw this and wanted to get it for Mel. And so this is Melanie's palette, but she let me use it for the evening, which I really appreciate. So I'm gonna take a little drink. Get unparched. And then talk about the palette that we will be using. We will be using the What Dreams Are Made Of Lizzie McGuire palette by ColourPop. This is a beautiful 12 color palette. It comes with its own mirror. You can see how dirty everything is. And 12 beautiful colors, some shimmers, some mattes. and ranging from green to peach to raspberry to like plum. And so we will be diving into this today. It's a very cute palette. It has a mirror in it. I'm going to take the little plastic wrap off the palette to be able to experience it fully. I've not drove, I don't know. I've not I've not gone into this palette yet, so it will be a first time for me and a first time for you guys as well, unless you have the palette. So I want to start by putting some eye primer on. I'm going to be using my P. Louise base, as I usually do. I'm using the color Rimmer 0.5 because I am pale. Not as pale as I usually am, but pretty pale still. I did get a little bit of sun at the beach. I tried not to, but like I tan super easily. So it is very hard for me not to be in the sun and get tan. So I'm covering my entire eyelid and a little bit underneath. I'm doing my eyes before my face today. Usually I do my face before my eyes. I don't really care about my face today because I'm going to be just wiping it off and, you know, going to bed anyways. So no special occasion here. So first I want to find a good old-fashioned brush for the crease. And I'm going to use the color Done and Done, which is a neutral kind of taupe color. And I'm going to start applying that in my crease. And I don't really care if it's a little sloppy because all the colors are going to blend into this color. So it's okay if it's a little sloppy. It'll all work out. Okay. So Done and Done is a perfect crease transition for someone who is as light as I am. They don't offer a lot of crease transition colors for those who are darker. So I would say that this color palette definitely caters to a lighter complexion, unfortunately. Or, you know, okay. So then I'm gonna take this brush that already has some green on it, And I'm going to take the color Don't Freak, and I'm going to start applying that to my inner lid. I'm going to apply it underneath my eyes as well. And no particular pattern, just want to get some color under there. Don't really care what it looks like. Like, I want the top to be very standard, organized, looks good, feels right, blah, blah, blah. And then the bottom, I just want it to be like chaos. Thank you for coming in. Welcome in. Feel free to type in the chat if you want to, say hello, chit chat, whatever you want to do. If you don't want to do any of that, then don't say anything. That's cool too. Okay, next I'm gonna take the color Ugh, literally, and which is a peachy color, and I'm gonna apply that on the outside of my lid, and I'm gonna let that fall to my cheeks and have that color be down by the green as well. That's really pretty cheek color. Put some of that on my cheeks. Okay, and I'm gonna take a brush that's a little bit smaller. It's got blue on it. And then I'm gonna go into the raspberry color, which is called Outfit Repeater. Get off any excess and just go into the outer. Oh my gosh, this is so pigmented. The outer crease. I wasn't expecting it to be that pigmented, so I was like, what? And still here listening. Thanks, Kathy. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna apply that underneath my eyes, just kind of sloppily. Again, I don't really care what's going on underneath my eyes. I just want to put some color there. Go all the way through my crease with that pink. Just because it just does it really nicely. Put some shimmer on the lid. Make it shine, make it pop. And then I'm going to go in with, hi Shirley. Oh, welcome in. Lovely to have you here. I'm just kind of doing some random makeup. No rhyme or reason, just kind of whatever I feel like. So thank you for joining. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Definitely isn't always like this, but sometimes it's a little bit quieter and we just kind of hang out, do some makeup, have some fun. So I'm getting some of this glittery color called Please and just swiping that on the inner corner of my eyes. It's more like patting it because when I swipe it, it kind of moves it around. And I want to keep it in the place that I want it. So, okay. So now that we have the base color on, I'm going to apply my eyeliner. Now for my eyeliner, instead of doing black, I'm going to do the deepest purple that this palette has. Seen you on other channels and decided to come over. Well, thank you so much for coming over. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I just kind of do a little bit of everything over here. But that's great to hear. Thank you so much, Shirley, for coming over. It's always nice to see new faces and have a new gaggle of a group of I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Okay. And I'm going to do the same on the other eye. So now that I have applied that color, I'm going to put my brows on, and most of you know how I do my brows at this point, but if you don't, then I can show you how I do it. I usually take a brow pencil. So in this case, I'm taking Anastasia Brow Wiz, and this is the color medium brown. And I take it and draw a line at the bottom of my brow. And then at the bottom of my arch, so if I look at where the top of my arch is, which is the highest point of my brow, and directly below it, if I draw a line to the end of my brow from there, and then I'll draw a line on the top of my brow, which isn't necessary for everyone, but because my brows are so light, I do. And then, and arch my brow to the end of my brow. And then I kind of fill it in. And I brush through. I'm going to do the same thing on the other brow. So the bottom of the brow, straight line through to the bottom of the arch. And then from the bottom of the arch, straight to the end. And then top of the brow to the arch, to the end of the brow. Oop, that one a little wonky. Oopsies. My brows always ends up higher than the other brow, so it looks like I'm asking a question. So I kind of have to like press them into place. One ends up a little bit thicker, that's okay. Cousins, not twins. I could never get my brows up, so I gave up. I feel like using the right brow product really makes a difference. NYX actually creates a really great brow product called the Brow Wiz. No, Anastasia's Brow Wiz. NYX is called the Micro Pencil, and it's really good. It's pretty much the same thing as the Anastasia version, and I find that it's a lot easier to use than a lot of waxy products. So maybe that would help. I just have one eyebrow that's naturally higher than the other, which is rude. Just rude. So now I'm going to take my eyeliner and really try to tightline my top lid. And just like really lightly lining it. Because I don't want to cover up all that purple work that I did. And then I'm going to try to draw a quick outline on the bottom color. I'm going to go and fill that in. I'm using the matte and the shimmer shades together because the shimmer shade has a little bit more punch to it, but I still want the color of the matte. I still want the effect of the matte. It's the one and only Ezra. Oh my god. You are too dramatic, Crystal. I know. I've been away for far too long. How are you? I'm well, just battling a long heartburn. Battling a little heartburn. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. I mean, I know it could always be worse, but you know, heartburn sucks. Like a lot of people don't realize how bad heartburn is. And years than I can remember. Finally just threw it all away 6 months ago. Oh. Hey, Daniel. Was your vacation fun? I see the T news. I was so happy for you. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, my vacation was really fun. Thank you for asking. I had a great time. Hey, Daniel. And got to see Granny Square and David Browning, which was really fun. So I'm really happy that I got to, live that experience on vacation. Guys, I look crazy. That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes your looks just look crazy. Seen your Harley Quinn video. It was fantastic. I don't even remember doing a Harley Quinn video. That's how long ago it must have been. Wow. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm just taking the purple down where I put the eyeliner and blending it all in. You know what? I want to take this. I did some beauty type things today. I chopped 8 inches off of my hair. Wow, that's a big deal. How do you feel? Do you feel like weightless? I know when I chop my hair, I always feel like just like lighter. Sorry, the chair that I'm sitting on is so squeaky. Oh, shit. Hey, Michelle. So it's still about shoulder length. It's still so much lighter. Oh, I love cutting off length like that. I'm not really sure what I want to do. I just was playing with the colors of the palette. I don't want that. I don't want that color in the palette. Ugh. Green highlighter. Made back to Pixie a few times. Signs that I might be a little mentally unstable. Oh, JK. Well, you know what makes things interesting? You are neurodivergent, so it makes things fun. So that's pretty. I'm literally just like throwing all the colors on my face and seeing what shakes out. This is not a serious look. This is just like me having fun, doing whatever. It really, like looking in the camera, it looks like I just got beat up. Like things are swollen, like I got beat up. But in the mirror, it doesn't look half bad. So it's such a vibrant highlighter. Jesus Christ. Chill out. I'm gonna go finger paint because I think that that's what's necessary. That was really hot and uncomfortable free balling to make it gets the best creative looks. Not today. Not today, but thank you. Sometimes. one side than the other. See, like under here, it looks like just swollen. It doesn't look like it's. I'm gonna rub it and see if I can just make it blend. Yeah. Now it looks like it disappeared except for the black line, but it's still very vibrant in my mirror. Whatever. You know what I should do? I should take this makeup off, and I should do something that I really want to do. So how are you guys doing? Please tell me about yourselves. Please tell me about how your evening is going. Tell me it all. You know, I want to hear it. This is the creakiest chair of all time. It's just like I'm gonna break underneath you. Guys, I've lost my Crojo and I don't know how to get it back. Throw for them. Squeak, squeak, squeal. Yeah. Good day at work considering. Well, that's good. I'm glad this new job is working out for you, Shell. I had really hoped it would. Not that I had any doubts in you, but you know, like new jobs, you never know. Okay. So I got a lot of the color off. Okay. Another Hobby Lobby clearance. Oh my god. It's gonna be all my feed is. I'm not gonna go. I've just decided not to support Hobby Lobby anymore. I don't care if I get things that are cheaper than they paid for them. So I'm really ripping them off. I just fuck them. It's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. I don't judge anyone who feels differently. Pinterest is good for Crojo. I have projects in the lineup that like I really want to do that I just like I can't do. I'm just yeah, they still are. That's their lobby of their that's a hobby of their lobby. So yeah. Okay. So now that I've let my face dry a little bit, let's just like do normal makeup. Let's just do normal shit. So I'm gonna put some face primer on. I'm gonna put some foundation. Sucks. Fill in the blanks. As you wish. Yeah, it does. But they made their choices and that's their business. And if they get support for that business, then that's not my business. If that makes any sense. You know? Okay, so I'm gonna use my color corrector. I have a green color corrector. I believe it's just called green. Yeah, green corrector. It's by LA Girl. Find it at the drugstore. And I'm just gonna put a little bit where I have some acne scarring. Shouldn't be too much. Should just kind of tap it out. And it should be just a green tint over that area. It shouldn't go hit worse with the testosterone. So I applied some green and now I'm going to apply some foundation. I'm gonna apply a little bit of my Skin Feels Good BB cream, CC cream, or whatever cream. Just tinted moisturizer. Because again, I'm just gonna take this off. So who really cares, right? It's just like such a nice tinted moisturizer. I'm doing another chemical peel, but not sure for my acne scars. Chemical peels are really great, but there are different levels of chemical peels, so you don't have to go get some like bougie stuff from a dermatologist. You can go to an esthetician and get something lower level where you don't actually peel, and that's a lot more like low key. Night, Nana, Kathy. Thank you for joining me while you did. I really appreciate it. Okay, so next I'm going to apply a color that I actually made. And for those of you who don't know, I used to make my own cosmetics. And I just found it wasn't as sustainable of a business. So I stopped doing it. But if I was like popular, I don't know, maybe I'd do it again. I don't know. and it's a green, it has like a lot of mustard in it. This one is unnamed, but maybe one day I'll name it when we get enough subscribers. Who knows? Life is weird. So next I'm gonna take a color and go in my inner corner, and I'm gonna take this flat packer brush right here, and I'm gonna take Bye-Bye from the Lizzie McGuire palette and blend it into the green. It's a really nice color. Blends very easily. Very shiny. Now I want to take a darker color of green. So I'm going to look in maybe the Just My Luck palette. And I'm going to take Kiss My Ass. Go in the crease of my eye with that. Jesner Appeal. Yeah, those are pretty intense. Been doing a TCA, but not sure. Hate the shedding. Yeah, the shedding is definitely something worth noting. You can do a few more peels and do lower level peels and get the same results as those. So there are options out there for you if you hate the shedding, which everybody hates the shedding. It's itchy, it's dry, it's tight, it's flaky, it's gross feeling, it's, you know. I'm gonna take boop, 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 Mobamba and go underneath the eye. Wow, this palette's so pretty. I'm gonna take Mary Jane and go on the lid. Yeah, pretty. Would lactic acid over time work? You know, honestly, I'm not the person to ask about that, but I believe that the main function of lactic acid is not scarring. So I would ask your working esthetician or whoever you're like whoever you're working with, I would ask them. Because it's been so long since I've been in school that like I really don't know. I feel like the answer is no, but I honestly can't remember. Sorry. Bad esthetician. I do the peels at home. Another one that helps. Acne, hate the burns and frosting. Yeah, see, that's where I don't know where it if it helps with scarring. It's just itchy. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for the evening. I would put mascara on, but I'm literally gonna take it right back off. So no reason to. If I hadn't gone through cosmetology. Yep. Thanks. Yeah, just a little something put together. Kept it fun, but it's been nice just catching up with you guys, and I hope to catch up with you guys very soon. So I will talk to you later, and I love you very much. And love you. Bye.